Yeah. So who we got in the studio? Let us know. Let us know.
For King and Queen.
Yeah. Even now you say it is musical. So what is For King and Queen? Come on, don't be shy.
Go on. For King and Queen is a family group.
Okay.
Who specialise in roots and culture and reggae music.
Okay.
And a mixture of different genres.
Okay. And what is roots and culture? For those who don't know.
Roots and culture music is basically spreading positivity, consciousness, love, you know, just sending a message out to people about positiveness and about consciousness.
Okay.
And knowing yourself as, you know, loving beauty.
And what made you come up with that name For King and Queen? Because it's a powerful name.
Which one of you decided to have that name?
Basically,
it was my mum, you know.
Yeah.
We got mummy.
Well, basically for King and Queen there's 4 of us.
Okay.
So it's the number 4.
Okay.
And then Kings.
Yeah.
And Queens. So
Okay.
for King and Queen.
Okay.
And for all the Kings and Queens out there in Radio Land and everywhere.
Okay.
You know, that's what we're representing.
Yeah. So is it a family affair then?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
So for you guys, what is Rastafari?
For us, Rastafari is, you know, acknowledging your culture,
Okay.
your roots, where you come from. Ethiopia is, for us, the motherland.
Yeah.
His Imperial Majesty, the King, Haile Selassie, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, conquering Lion of the tribe of Judah, and his Queen Menelin is where we see the beginning of culture, starting from Ethiopia, Egypt, etc., spreading its hand and its wings forth and going all over the world.
Okay. And how did you get involved, if that's the right way to put it? How did you get involved or hear about Rasta? Or was it just you were born, let's do it?
with me, I was born
into Rasta.
Into it, so it's like, you get me.
Yeah.
So it was just natural.
Okay.
But everything I see and everything I see other religions or whatever you want to call them, because I don't think that Rasta is a religion.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, a lot of other people, when they're born into things, they like to escape it or get away with Rasta. It's just a way of life. It's more life and liberty. You get me? Dash away the dead thing. It's more life and liberty. So that's with Rasta. It's just the whole the element of everything.
Okay. Right. Okay. So, when you're in the community or society as a whole, how are you guys perceived? Because you're very bright, very colourful. Rastas are very happy. We're very out there, etc., etc. So how does the community perceive you guys? Is it a positive or have you received negative?
It's always been a positive. You know, a lot of people are drawn to us. You know, through the way that we carry ourselves and the way that we our attire. You know, and the mannerisms and everything.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. Yeah. So, how did you guys get involved in music?
Me personally, music's been in my life again from the day I was born.
Okay.
And it wasn't just reggae music, because I've got an uncle who's into his jungle. Even like, obviously jungle, or like a lot of music now.
Yeah.
It just derives from reggae anyway. Hip hop and it derives from the genre of reggae.
Okay.
So it's like I would listen to jungle. Also like every hip hop.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Every dub. Cause my dad would listen to dub. You know what I mean? Everything different artists.
Just in you,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I could, even though reggae is like one of my base musics that I work with, I forgot what I was going to say now.
It'll come back. It'll come back.
But basically, I've been brought into music, and it's more than one type of music or genre.
Yeah.
I personally, I was brought up through the sound system culture.
Okay.
My uncle had a sound system, and he had parties at his house. We had parties at our house, so basically that's where the music for me derived from. And you know, it's music from the 60s, 70s, going into, you know, the start of roots and culture, the Rasta community, bringing that to, you know, the world and spreading it through Bob Marley, etc., which we have to give thanks and praises for. You know, the spread of reggae music, and you know, the real feeling of it is the spirituality of the music. It's not just a music, it's not, you know, anybody can create reggae music, but you know, there has to be a spiritual element attached to what you're doing, and it's about a feeling as well. So as well as, you know, we're voicing over what we're singing, it's a feeling that is, we hope, open up people's chakras to tune in to their divine self and to tune into the creator, him and herself. So that's what the music is for us, and you know, that's where it derives from, really.
For me, this is Soul for Life. That was Kush Goldie, because nobody else said their names. But for me, like Taliban was saying, been brought up in it, brought up in the music, you know, breathe, sleep music. So basically the same as what he said, music, love for music, you know. Do you guys
Grace yourself? How about you?
All right. Well, this is I I was brought up in the church, you know, like it's a different flip side to how I was brought up in the music.
Okay.
You know, I was brought up around the gospel, you know what I mean? My mum used to sing in the choir, you know what I mean? And the first time I wanted to do my own music, really, is when I started entering talent shows from school.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And wanted to do little rap battles with my friends in the schoolyard, and you know what I mean? From then, you know, I just started to generate a little bit more and started to feel a little bit more in my roots.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I wanted to get back into more natural essence of music for myself, you know what I mean? If that makes any sense.
Yeah, it definitely does. So, for you guys as musicians, do you feel like music itself is sort of dying with the sound system? Because people can come into a studio with a little laptop and do it. Do you think sound system is dying, or do you think no, it's not dying?
Personally, I don't think that it is dying. Where did we go? Went to we're talking about this.
Sound system.
About sound systems, and we went somewhere else. And personally, I don't think it is dying, because you need that element. You can come with your laptop and your element. I think the sound system, with that, it brings a whole again. Like with the computer, it's not going to be the same vibe. It's not going to be the same vibration that you get. If you know what I mean, it's like someone that can sing live, and then someone that's got the auto tune. They have to use the auto tune all the time, but they have to. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think it is dying, but technology is gonna advance in it. So within music, technology it advances anyway. So we just have to adapt to things that are changing. Because some things that are happening in music now wouldn't be happening 10, 20 years ago. But then some elements, people are happy that technology has arrived. Because it's been a great use. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real. What about yourself?
Well, me personally, sound system will never die, because you know, it's something that will live on. It's a tradition, it's a way of life, it's a part of the culture. And as we know now, there's other cultures also building sound systems in Japan, France, Germany. So it's something that will, I don't think it will ever die. You know, it's something that will go on and on. So sound systems will never die, and technology, yes, will be there, but you can work with it.
Okay.
You know, you can use the technology and the sound system together and produce something probably far greater than what's happening now.
For real. So when you guys are doing your music, how do you decide what you're going to put in your lyrical content?
It's just how you're feeling at the time. Like we'll put on a rhythm and catch a vibe, you know, make up a little chorus, catch a vibe from that, and then everything will flow from there.
Okay. So what about that catchy tune, True Believer? Because that is just in your head all the time. How did that come about?
I think it was my mum again.
Oh, we need your mum.
Push Goldie, I am the mama. Well, basically, you know, Rasta is a thing that derived from Jamaica, the mecca of, you know, where that culture comes from. And basically, because we are Rastas, and, you know, we're about love, peace and unity, we wanted to express what we was about. So Rasta is a true believer, believing in your culture, believing in yourself, your heritage, believing in the King of Kings and his Empress, believing, you know, that you have self-worth, that you're somebody that, you know, you can elevate to greatness, as you've seen throughout the centuries. You know, it's about that. So it was, you know, expressing that we're true believers and we're Rastas, and, you know, this is a culture that we want people to see and embrace, because it is a culture that to this day probably some people still don't understand. And we want them to understand that we are a loving, caring, respectful type of persons. So, you know, that's where it comes from, really. Feeling that way and expressing it.
Okay. How about yourselves?
This is I'm and I again. To be honest, you know, like Kush Goldie touched upon, you know, Rasta is more than just saying, yeah, you're Rasta, and, you know, just saying, oh, you know, I'll just play this kind of music for the sake of playing the music, you know what I mean, and just, you know, or the stereotypes, which I won't mention too much and I won't touch upon, you know what I mean, but yeah, Rasta's all about peace, love and unity, you know what I mean, and this is all we're trying to spread through the music and for everybody.
Doesn't matter
like,
who you are.
know, it's all about peace, love and unity worldwide, you know.
Do you think we've got that?
Right now, I don't believe we reached that place, but through what we preach and practice, we can get there if the message does reach those minds and hearts.
Okay. How about yourself? What do you think?
Taliban.
Yeah, this is Taliban because I keep forgetting to say it.
The question is, do you think we've got peace, love and unity in this world at the moment?
We haven't.
Yeah, because like I said, the creator is always winning in it, so it's like we have, but I think it's just within ourselves as well. We need to find it. I think you need to find it within yourself as well first.
Yeah.
You have to search within yourself before you can start going out there and looking at trying to fix big problems, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
But like I said, the creator's always winning, but there's still going to be elements of battles and fights within that.
Okay, for real. So, do you think it's because we are so individual in what we do? We always look, well, a lot of people always look for themselves rather than as a unity. Do you think that plays a big part in it?
That yeah, definitely 100%. That plays a big part. Well, it is now as well. Society is too busy looking at their phone, going shopping, having a drink at the bar, you know, whatever, smoking your spliff or whatever. They're too busy in their own world, elemental,
yes,
that the society has brought to before. Like, I don't know, back in the day when I was younger and no phones, you could meet somebody and not know you're meeting them, but you know you're meeting them.
Yes.
I don't know, it was telepathic.
Yeah.
Like, you
just think about
like, I can't. If I go on my phone now and type in a number, I have to type in a number. I can't go back in my head like when I was a kid.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember like
Straight
20
direct.
numbers, 30 numbers. And like, you let me fit 07, 012. I can't remember any. I don't know. It's just like it's taking us away from what we need to be looking towards.
The natural.
Yeah, like the natural, like my sis said, the natural elements. And we're going to the materialistic elements, which is keeping some of our brains a bit shut down.
It's dominant
to like reboot up and open up your elements again.
For real. So you've all mentioned your names individually. Tell us something about those names because they're very powerful names.
Soulful is because I've got a soulful voice and I'm looking through my third eye.
Okay.
Kush Goldie is a name. Kush, back in the day, the name just came into my head and I didn't really understand where the name came from. And then, you know, reading the Bible, I saw Kush in the Bible meaning Ethiopia. And I thought, wow, you know, I've been tuned to that element. And that's fantastic because now I feel I know where I really come from.
Okay.
And Goldie because my hair's kind of golden brown, so I've got golden brown locks.
I like that. Yeah.
So, you know, Kush and Goldie, Kush Goldie.
Yeah.
That's me.
Okay.
Well, my name basically, I didn't give myself that name, it just fell upon me.
Okay.
Like, the people didn't give me the name.
Okay.
My family, my friends, them.
Okay.
Because basically my name is Talijah and then short, and my mum's like, it's calling me Tally. My family call me Tally.
Okay.
And then when the Taliban business come out, oh yeah, Taliban. So I just said, okay, all right then, Bridget, if that it is, then you know, a Taliban it is. So you know, as tag names go, some of them you don't get to pick your own name.
Yeah.
People
Okay.
pick it for you. It's true.
There's a long story to the name I am and I. Basically, I am and I came from my sister, well, through my partner's sister. But basically, I kept saying, you know, but I man, you know about I man, you know how I man do my thing, and you know what I mean. So she goes, why don't you call yourself I man? Because you keep saying you keep saying I man, you know. And so I thought, oh, differently. It has a little ring about it, you know what I mean. So, like Taliban said, you know, it wasn't given a name. I was given
a name.
I was also given my name.
Okay.
As most tag names go.
So
You just took it on.
Just
So, before you guys came, I did a little tribute to Buju Banton. Okay. What do you think about it? Because I've heard mixed opinions on Buju. I just wanted to know what you thought on Buju Banton.
Well, to be honest, I'm glad to free him up and he's back home. You know what I mean? The most side, bring him back home. You know what I mean? Through all the whatnots and you know the speculations and you know what I mean of who thought was what was going on, and you know. I believe that there's always gonna be a way in this system. Yeah, they're gonna try and set somebody. You know what I mean, or set up on the righteous children. Okay. You know what I mean. But we as righteous children, we have to stand strong. You know what I mean, as he did. You know, and not falter. Yeah. Or give in to them. You know.
For
real. With the whole Buju Banton, I didn't even look too deep into it like that. If you know what I mean. But same way, obviously, free up Buju, same way. Yeah. You know, he's got some great, powerful songs out there. And I still play them till this day. Yes. So free Buju every day, all day.
Okay.
We give thanks and praises for the freedom of Buju and for that spirit to be back out amongst the people to bring us more joyful tunes and to elevate us some more. So, you know, we say respect. Whatever went on, and you know, there's no point in going back. We have to move forward. So, give thanks.
And coming from Kush Goldie, everybody makes mistakes, and everybody's allowed to make a mistake. Whether he did, whether he didn't, you know, you still gotta push on through. So, give thanks, Budgers out, and yes.
Yeah, free Budgers.